I think we're live.
I think so too. Can anybody confirm that we are actually live and that the audio is actually on? Hi, everyone. Welcome to the little chat we're going to have about beta.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, welcome to the Cardboard Guide. And yeah, today we're going to talk about beta, and we're going to, be touching upon all the subjects such as, you know, what is beta, and if you're new to sorcery, then you might need to, know that. And we're going to touch the subject of dust, and also, of course, the delays and all the gameplay videos that have been released,
Yep.
rapidly
Yeah.
at the moment. And then we're also going to talk a little about the curios, but not that much.
Yeah, I think we're just going to do a few hints about the curios, but more on that later on.
Definitely. So, what is beta? Well, beta is the second edition of Eric Chiosa's Sorcery Contested Realm. And the Alpha edition was a Kickstarter edition, and it was printed 29,000 boxes. So it's a small print run, the Alpha edition, and it was only released for the Kickstarter backers. So the beta edition is actually, the big release. It's maybe the first real release, you could say, that's going to see how it's going to be received, by players all around the world. And
Or
yeah,
kind of all
more
around
on
the
that,
world.
more on that later, because that all around the world at the same time, worldwide release, that got a few hiccups. But yeah, it was intended to be a worldwide release, and even though we don't know the print run, we suspect that it is maybe not a lot, but at least somewhat bigger than the Alpha edition. So this product and this edition should go out to a lot of players all around the world, and there should be enough for everybody to enjoy and play a lot of sorcery. So that's
Hi
going to
there,
be interesting.
Michael.
Yeah, so yeah, we touched upon the subject, and of course, Sorcery Beta Edition has been, there has come some hiccups along the way of the releases. So would you say something about that, Sophie?
Yeah, I was just gonna type hi to
Yeah.
Antonio, but now I'm just gonna say ciao. Um, well, the delays are, it's not a new thing for those of you who are along for the ride for the Kickstarter. You know that there were a couple of hiccups. They decided to play test some more, and I'm actually happy about it. I think we got a better game from it, and I'm really happy that the game product that they did deliver is a really cool and fun game. For the beta, there's been a lot of different stages of delays, but right now we're at a point where the US, some delays, there's still some delays, I believe. A lot of people got some Rudy product from Alpha Investments, but he then paused his shipping of the product, and then only some people got it. And right now, at least for Europe, that's what I know most about. What distributors and stores are saying is that around like the 20th to 25th of November, they should be receiving the product at the distribution level, but then it still has to go to stores, and from stores to people's homes. So I'm thinking that we're looking like, if we're lucky, um, maybe like an early December delivery. Maybe that's what we're hoping, at least right
Yeah,
now.
we're at least hoping that, because we could also fear that if we're going into maybe mid to late December, then it might hit, Christmas rush, and that might mean delays again, and that might mean that it's not going to be delivered between Christmas and New Year's, and then we might look into January. So we really hope that it's going to
Yeah,
be
I'm just
late November, start December,
yeah.
because if not, they might be, in for a world of trouble.
Yeah, I'm not willing to entertain that yet. So hopefully, I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping that Europe gets some boxes and precons and playmats and everything, like maybe beginning first week of December. That would be the ideal situation.
Yeah.
And I think the way that if you are just coming into sorcery, there was an issue that made it delayed from September to October, and then again from October to November 10th. And this is like the third or fourth delay. And I think a lot of it seems to be about the logistics and different partners not being able to deliver on their promises. But it's definitely it's not optimal. And as Europeans, we also together with like Asia were pretty much the last to receive our product back when the Kickstarter delivered. So a little sad.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say hi to our few people here, Josh and another Josh and Antonio and Amroth and Chris. Hi everyone. Really thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah. And people are also saying that if you live in the US, then the boxes are going to be delivered really soon, but the precons and
Yeah,
playmats, they might still be delayed.
but I still hear that some people are responding that their store is actually saying it won't be arriving at their location until next week. So I think there might be a few delays maybe in the US for the booster boxes as well, in fact. But I think the precons and playmats seem to be like delayed a lot of the places.
Yeah. And that's also what we could hear, about Rudy saying that his playmats actually didn't come. So the better bundle that he sold, well, his
Hey,
hey
Lion.
Lion,
Great to see you.
yeah, his patrons actually didn't get the playmat that they were promised, and he just had to cancel that and say, "Well, I can't get it."
Yeah, but Sorcery came back and said that the team is going to fix it and they will be printing so to make sure that Rudy's supporters are actually getting what they were promised and paid for. So I think that's really nice of the team, but not necessarily something they should have to fix. But I think it was just lost or maybe actually stolen. So yeah, we have Blackfire US end of November. Yep, definitely. And right now, I think the problem is that until like maybe last week, a lot of the European stores didn't actually know that it was delayed. The people in the official Discord actually knew before a lot of the stores. So I mean, there's just they definitely do need to tighten up on some communication and some logistics. And I hope because of the beta experience, they might want to hire somebody or get a consultant or something to maybe just work out the kinks until they get the hang of it. I think that might be a good option.
Yeah, they definitely need to twist their arm around for whatever shipping company or wherever the
Yeah,
hiccup is going on. They need to
definitely.
fix that, especially for Ethereum Legends. There can't be any mistakes on that release when that comes.
No, and I think people are being very graceful about it. Most people are frustrated, but we get that it's their first retail release. So, of course, there's going to be a couple of hiccups, and I think that's fine. But I'm not certain that the grace will continue on. And at some point, people are going to expect that when they set a deadline, they also keep that deadline. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the negative Nancy part of the video, because we also have some great news from the company, because we now know that Dust is actually going to be implemented. There's been you're being able to cash in, is that the right word, your Dust codes for some time, but we had no idea what the Dust was for. And now they've showed us some playmats, and they've showed us some hoodies, some merchandise, and also 3 promo cards that you
Yeah.
might be able to buy for your Dust. Only trouble is right now that we don't know how much Dust is needed to buy the different products. But I, for one, I'm looking really much forward to some of those promo cards, especially because I also said that with Kevin Rodriguez when we had the talk on his.
Yeah, All Things Contested Realm. Check out the podcast. It is amazing.
Definitely. But yeah, we talked about artists we would like to see in the beta edition. I said I would really love to see Boris Vallejo come and have a card. And, well, he got a promo card.
Yeah, I think
I'm
it's
looking
awesome.
so much forward to that.
Yeah, and I mean, they didn't just get Boris Vallejo to do something, they also really got the perfect art for the perfect card. It fits with the mechanic and everything. I think it's super cool, and I really think the Dust, I think they hit all the marks on the Dust announcement because it's everything you want a TCG to deliver on. Get cool promos, some great playmats, the cool t-shirts. I think even like at the very beginning of Sorcery, people have been asking about that t-shirt, so I think that's really cool. I'm just gonna say hi, Ryan and protagonist. Indeed, yeah. The hoodie and yeah, the baby back punch. I don't know, man. That punch is freaky stuff. I think that might be the only promo I'm not super excited about. I think it's cool, but not the one I'm betting on. I
It
actually
might not be the first one I purchase.
no, exactly. I do think like the color out of space, the Dan Seagrave version is really cool. I really like that art, especially in the foil. It looks awesome.
I just love the Boris Vallejo.
You're all about that.
It reminds me like oh, what was that movie called? It's a really old science fiction movie,
Oh,
Attack
like
of
the
the
giant
10-foot
woman.
women or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
I know. It's a,
Oh no, I offended the
have that
Pudge
right.
crowd. Shit.
Oh,
Oh no,
pushed crowd. Yeah,
they don't mess around. I'm just saying.
yeah, they're
They're
going to butcher you.
exactly, exactly. But yeah, good evening, Garden Wizard. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Pudge Life. Yeah, I know.
Pudge's life.
Yikes, man. Don't step on Pudge.
Oh yeah,
It's bad. It's bad for you. But as the protagonist is just saying, the cost of the points, I think
yeah,
the entire pricing structure and the reward system is really going to depend on how much is stuff actually going to cost.
definitely. And it's also
What do you
going.
think would be like a cool like point for a promo card? And should there be more, like one for everyone, or could you just order as many as you want? What do you
Yeah.
think?
I don't know. I think it's also
And what do you guys think? Let us
yeah.
know down in the comment section.
It also depends on what the team actually wants.
Mm,
Do they want to keep the promos like high-end collectibles, or do they just want to have them as nice rewards for people actually buying a box, like buy a box promo?
yeah.
Well, and it's also how accessible should it be? Because I think that nice stuff should be accessible. And I think if you buy a box of sorcery product, you have supported the company, and you should maybe have something to show for it.
But you
So
already get like a buy box promo.
yeah,
So should this just like be
maybe if you buy, I don't know, 2 boxes, 3 boxes, then you might cash in on a promo card.
I like the idea, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm thinking like a minimum of getting something might be like a case, and that's 600 dust. I
Yeah,
think that might be a minimum price
but
point
then
per
again, if you
promo.
want all 3 promo cards, then you need to have 3 cases, and then I think you have paid quite a lot actually for getting 3 cards.
Yeah, but that kind of depends on if people are just like wanting to buy a lot of cases to just crack them, and that's just like additional fun stuff. Or yeah, would people maybe just be buying cases just to get the promo? I don't know. What do you think, people? Let us know. That would be interesting. How much?
And also 1 promo per account. I think that's a nice way to do it.
Yeah, I think maybe something to keep it relatively rare, or maybe say like if you want to get a Boris Vallejo promo, it's from this period until this period, and after that it's going to close, so they keep it exclusive. Um, a non-fall promo, $200 max. Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying it needs to be expensive. I'm just saying that there's definitely some initiative for the company to actually make sure that people need to buy extra boxes for it. I mean, if they're cheap, people could just make
50 accounts or something. Yeah, that's definitely a problem. But yeah, it might be tied up to your address also or something.
yeah, they could probably check it towards your address because they'll be needing to send you stuff. But like you could technically get your friend to just make an account and then
Yeah,
but then okay, then it's pretty
then you just really want a lot of those.
yeah, and then you kind of almost deserve it. Yeah, but what do you guys think about all these dust rewards? Are you excited for them? I think
Also the playmats.
yeah, I was just gonna say I don't think the playmats have gotten a lot of love, but I actually really enjoy some of them. I think the Primordial Springs, I really like that one, like with the big stones hanging. The colors are really nice.
Also the river sticks that we also have with the raven.
Oh yeah, but like I was talking like the specific promo,
Oh yeah,
like the Dust Reward playmats.
I just think the 2 playmats we actually have they are absolutely gorgeous. I think
Yeah.
it's really nice print and nice coloring. So I think the playmats here might be really nice.
Yeah, definitely. I think so too. Let's see what people say. 50 dust. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. 1,000. Yeah, indeed. It's going to be interesting to see how they figure it out and how much you're actually going to be expected, because boxes are already at like, I wouldn't say super expensive, but they are
But they're
at the high
definitely not
end.
cheap.
No, they're not cheap either, but you're also paying for all that hand painted art and
Definitely.
everything. So
But then again, that's also a choice that the company have made.
yeah, absolutely.
And I don't think it's necessarily fair to put that expense on the consumer.
No, but it's somehow it always, it needs to go somewhere in the system, and that might at least be one of the places that it goes.
Definitely.
Hi, Dripta. Beta, if you are in the European area, you are delayed probably until like the 20th to the 25th of November is when distribution is supposed to get, as far as we know, get their boxes. So there's going to be a while.
And also, was Canada also,
Yeah, Canada is
affected?
also has some delay. I think part of Australia and I think most of Asia, all regions are pretty much hit by this except for like US. I also think UK were supposed to get it, but they Bliss, I think one of the distributors is called. They have some issues getting stuff out there. You're in Denmark. Oh yeah, that's right. I've seen you in the Danish group. Yeah, but it seems like from what we know from our store who talked to distro, it's around maybe like the end of November before they get it, and then they need to ship it to the stores, and then they need to ship it to us.
Mm,
Yeah, Garden Wizard. I was talking about that earlier. Definitely, I'm hearing that parts of US is
wow.
also delayed, not just for precons and playmats, but also boxes.
Wow.
Yeah,
What have they been doing?
I have no idea. So should I just briefly talk about the curios?
Oh, yeah, I think you should.
Okay,
But we're
so
going to keep it spoiler free because until the 10th, the company have asked, content creators to honor that we don't spoil too much.
yeah, and
So,
we're navigating
yeah.
that decision. But I'm going to talk a bit about that. So, curios are these exceptionally rare cards that you can pull from your boxes. And there's some speculation about maybe it's one per 50 boxes, maybe it's one per 100 boxes. There's a lot of different calculations on this. They're extremely rare. Sometimes they're playable, sometimes they're not. They are about showing the history or part of the development of Sorcery Contested Realm as a game. And we have a list on our Discord. So down below in the description, you can go join the Discord and you can see the entire list of the curios found for Alpha. And as of yesterday, I believe I started a beta channel. And beware, if you click there, there will be spoilers, but they are marked as spoilers, and you won't see the pictures unless you actively click on them. But so far, we have two curios known from beta. And if you're new to the channel, I am, or we are, but we're sort of
Mostly you.
collecting.
You are the curio person.
Yeah, I'm the curio nerd.
Yeah.
So we are collecting as much information about the curios as we can because everybody at the team at Sorcery, they're not actively speaking about the curios. They want it to be something for the community. And I wanted to make a list for myself, and I was enjoying compiling this list. And then I was like, maybe I should just make it public. And now it is public on our Discord server. So if you at home happen upon a curio, please do let me know because I love to count it, and then we get at least some idea of how many curios are out there. And please do remember the curio will always be in the ordinary slot, and you need to be very careful because the curios for beta are all new compared to alpha. So we don't know what kind of curios are hiding in there. So be extra, attentive about new titles on artwork, anything different on the cards. A lot of the times down below, you will see there's more text than there usually is on the regular alpha cards. Could also be different symbols on the top, or even some that have like a frame, because all the cards in Sorcery are like borderless art. So do remember, check it out, and please do let us know if you find anything.
Yeah, definitely. And also remember that in the Alpha edition, we saw curio cards that were, very recognizable and easy to spot. It was easy to think that, yeah, this is definitely a weird looking card. There's something, suspect about this. But some of them were also really elusive, and it was just small details that set them apart from the regular cards. So you need to watch really carefully. But one of the cues you could get is that if you're going to find a non-foil card in the ordinary slot, and that is not an ordinary rarity card, then that could mean that you might actually be onto something.
Yeah.
And so far we have seen two curios, and both of them are easily recognizable as curio cards.
Yeah, and if you're very curious and you want to know, do just join the Discord and you can see them in the beta channel. They will be there. I'm just going to catch up on some questions. If we can anticipate anything new about the precon decks, yeah, we can because we actually got the precons from the Sorcery team, and We did a video, and that is
Yeah.
coming up on Friday. And there is differences compared to the alpha decks. And I think
Definitely.
we can reveal.
Yeah,
I
also
mean,
because the decks are spoiled.
the
You know,
deck
you can
list
find a
for
deck
one
list.
of them is
Oh,
spoiled.
only for one of them.
So
But probably the other deck lists are going to be online really soon.
yeah,
But yeah, they have been downgraded, you know, a little bit.
yeah, but it's
Um,
maybe for more balance and consistency of the gameplay.
Yeah, and maybe also to not have that many unique cards in the pre-con decks to keep uniques more interesting when you pull them from the better edition boxes. But each pre-con deck is going to have one unique card, and then they're going to have a place between 3 and 5 elite cards.
Yeah. And then again, like maybe I think it was like between 12 to 17 exceptional cards. So I think the makeup of the precons are different, but it's not that different. But some cards, especially the higher rarities, have been taken out and replaced by more ordinary and exceptional cards.
Yeah, definitely. And,
Yeah.
and I think you're able to play them out of the box, and they are interesting. But if you want to play more competitively, then you
Yeah.
need to have a 60 card deck, and decks are only 54 cards.
No, there are 52 plus
52
an
cards plus,
avatar.
okay, 53 cards.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're already there. You need to add some cards. And I think there are some, we're also going to address that in the video, but there are some really obvious upgrades you could do really easily and have the decks play more fluidly.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're not sick and tired of the pre-cons already, because the content has been pretty massive this past week, we're doing a quick 5-minute video on Friday that's set to go live around 2 Danish time. But you can click the video and get notified. And it's a 5-minute video. We really try to focus on each avatar, what's special about the deck, and what kind of play style and it goes into, and what you can build around it, and also a few suggestions about what you potentially upgrade or put in the deck. I'm just going to check up the chat again. Thank you all for being here. It's very cool. Ryan, yeah, we can order boxes from US retailers, but we are going to get slapped in the face with a
Definitely.
25% VAT charge. Then there will be shipping, which is anywhere between like 20 to 100, depending on where you order from. And we also get a handling fee on top of that. So that makes it pretty prohibitive. Yeah, it's too
Usually
expensive.
buy really huge amounts,
Yep,
and
exactly.
still it would be, truly expensive because you're getting that 25% added, price on top of it
It's
due to the VAT.
super expensive. Yeah, watch some trollers and move the curio to the exceptional shot. Yeah, they have confirmed that's the only thing that they were willing to say is that it is still in the ordinary slot. So hopefully they don't do that. Then it's going to be really crazy. Just checking. Oh, Cosmic, great to see you here. Cool that you could join.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Protagonist also saying that he looks forward to a video. Please go watch it because right
Yeah.
now most of it has been spoiled, and it's a little kind of a bummer that using a lot of time on the video. Also because we did like we did one evening take where we had a top down view and put up the decks and talked about all the cards. And we're like, it's not engaging enough. And then we deleted the entire thing and did a second take and used some hours to take that. And then we used some, hours to editing. So even though it's only 5 minutes, I think it's 6 to 7 hours of work that was put into it.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a bummer that the decks have already been, spoiled at this point.
Yeah, but I do think that our videos it's a lot different. I think the other ones is very thorough, methodical. There's a lot of gameplay. You can really see how it plays out. Ours is a lot more focused on the new person just getting into sorcery and just giving them some quick information about what do the avatars do, how can you play them, and how can you maybe just upgrade those decks. So it is a like really short 5-minute video, like an introduction. And we were going to do a gameplay video. I think we kind of canceled that idea, but we will be doing a quick upgrade video on how you can upgrade each of the decks. So,
Hello,
and hey, Magus of the Packs, very cool. Thank you. And thank you for supporting. We really appreciate it. Do we know what the missing card?
Yeah, we have that on our little talking point list here.
Hi there, Jürgen.
Well, we don't know what the missing card is of yet, but there were speculations that it would either be Eric's Curiosa or it would be the Chaos Twister. And we We have heard that people have been pulling the Chaos Twister, so
Yes,
it's
we
definitely
have
not
seen.
that card. So our best guess is that it's going to be Eric Chiosa that has been pulled from the beta edition.
Yeah, that's going to be excluded. I think that's the one card that is not going to be in beta, also because they can confirm, the people who have boxes, that on the box of Alpha there was a picture of Eric's Curiosa. That box has been replaced, or that piece of art has been replaced by another art piece. So that seems to sort of confirm that Eric's Curiosa is probably the card that will be missing from Alpha, or from beta, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. DNL is asking if we know if the stores are going to be allocated when the boxes actually arrive.
Nope.
We don't know as of yet. We have heard that some LGSs have been heavily allocated, and we've heard that other stores might not be. The places where we have ordered from, we have not heard a single pip as of yet. So,
And that
no
might be good,
responses.
that might be bad. We have
Yeah,
no
we have no
idea.
idea if we're going to get a lot of emails really soon saying we've canceled your order because there's not enough to go around. Or
Yeah, we don't know anything, and I think that's probably part of the problem, that we have no idea about. Are we getting boxes here in Europe? Is it going to be allocated? We have no idea.
yeah,
I think that I know some of the stores already know that they're going to get allocated and send out emails to people saying, sorry, we can't fulfill the. And I think it's specifically the pre-con and the playmats that are getting like really roughly allocated. I think it seems like there's enough boxes, so we'll just see how that sort of ends playing out.
yeah. I think if you've ordered from an innkeeper, your chances of getting what you ordered are much better than if you
Yeah,
ordered from some
yeah.
small store. Unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, exactly. It's going to be a big surprise. Do if they actually show up or don't they? Yeah. And as content creators for Sorcery, it's also kind of a bit of a pickle, because we don't have any boxes, and I expect we will see. Unfortunately, I'm very happy for all our US friends getting to crack some boxes on Friday. That's going to be a lot of fun, and just watching that content. But we won't, of course, be producing anything ourselves until we actually have a box or boxes.
Yeah. Selfish is also saying that there has been rumors going around that Eric Chiosa has been removed from the beta box arts.
Oh, but there was an alpha box. Okay.
Was that an alpha
Yeah,
box?
he's saying, but it was on the alpha box. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
but it was on the
yeah, exactly.
yeah. That's what we're saying, that
Yeah,
it
so
might
if you flip the
confirm.
alpha box, on the back side of the alpha box
You
is
can
the
just
Eric
show.
Curios. Yeah, I'm just going to find a box.
Oh, and the protagonist, you're saying that Innkeeper's also delayed. Yeah, definitely. We heard that in the US there's still some problems, which I'm kind of surprised. But yeah, you again, especially for us.
That's the front side. And then if you turn it to the back, then you have the Eric Chiosa art there on the back side of the box.
Yep.
We have not seen anybody confirm if the beta edition still has the Eric Chiosa or if it has been removed. But if it has been removed, that is, of course, very indicative that the card might not be in the beta edition.
Yeah, exactly. Will you guys be making an unboxing beta live video? Yes, if we do get a hold, we have some very, very, very cool and nice people in our Discord, and we have a really cool community going there. And we might be getting some help with getting a beta box so we can crack it on the channel and talk about the art. And please, please pull a curio. That would be very cool.
Yeah, protagonist. We're having the exact
Yeah.
same feeling. And yeah, it seems weird to delay and say it's due to having the worldwide release going as planned and then seeing the worldwide release just unraveling. But yeah, hopefully Arthurian Legends are going to be more on track.
Yeah, I hope so. I do hope so. But again, I think it's very difficult to know what exactly is going on. I'm not exactly sure anymore, and how much of this delays on their partners not being able to fulfill. I also just saw that I think a part of the Ixalan Magic the Gathering, their newest set coming, some parts of that has been delayed as well. So it seems like there in general seems to be some sort of like logistical issues. But yeah, Antonio, if we can, we would love to do a beta unboxing. And we really would love to maybe show you some sealed gameplay and a lot of stuff. We do have enough boxes coming to do some fun stuff.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah, maybe. If we get what
Yeah.
we ordered, then we have enough boxes. If not, then we will see what we do with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
see.
Nerd and Proud also says it's hard to be a content creator, and it really is because
Yeah,
in many ways, Europeans right now are getting the shit end of the stick because
again.
a lot of things have already been spoiled, and we can't open stuff in time. And for many people, it's like, yeah, you just need to play. But if you're a content creator, you need to be on time. You need to have the unboxing before
And I
everybody have
mean,
done it, because at some point it gets stale and people are like, yeah, yeah, we're done with that.
yeah, and I completely get that. I can only myself watch, so many actually unboxings before it gets pretty boring, unless people are like really saying something interesting or have an interesting point while they're opening, because it gets pretty boring after a while. So we are definitely going to try one unboxing video because we just want to get a feel of it and share it together with you guys and hang out and talk for a bit, but probably not a lot more than that as a live stream. I don't think so.
Yeah, and I definitely agree, Chris. I think it's a problem that the only official statement that has been from Simon and was on the Discord. There's been nothing on their YouTube. There's been no, official communication from the firm. And right now, we can neither confirm nor, disconfirm how these delays are going to affect people around the world. And it seems weird that why aren't they just coming out saying this is the lay of the land? I don't get that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and
Yeah.
that's frustrating, of
Yeah,
course.
and I get the feeling, I'm seeing some people saying in the chat that they're really frustrated and sort of losing the vibe. And I totally get that, but I do think that the game is a lot of fun. I think it has some really unique features
Mm.
going for it that is making me sort of want to stay and figure out more. And um, I really like, the team behind Sorcery. I really want them to figure this out because this is a great game,
Mm.
and I think it has long-term potential. So I really do hope that they manage the stuff that they need to figure out and just, I mean, hire someone, get someone to consult until you're in, like, until you know what you're doing and you're getting the hang of the routine. But they need to hire some people to figure out what's going on with all of this, logistics.
Yeah, and they need to, put down some realistic deadlines for
Yeah,
themselves, not push out, deadlines before they're actually able to, what's it called?
deliver on
Yeah,
them.
deliver on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but I also think part of my concern, I would love to hear what all of you think out there, is the fact that they, consecutive times have told us they're being very conservative. They are making sure that they will have all the product. But when we've heard this a couple of times, we do get a little bit concerned because if it was a conservative date, you should already know that your product is at distribution or that you will have it ready for the stores at a certain point. And that has not been the case so far.
Yeah.
So I think that's a bit frustrating because we really want this game to succeed. So if we're criticizing, it's not because we're down on sorcery. It's actually because we really love and enjoy the game, and we just really want it to do well.
Yeah, and the game is excellent.
Yeah,
It's
it
really
absolutely
fun
is.
to play. The quality of the cards are great. The art is great. It's really nice. It's an absolutely mind-boggling experience to open a box of sorcery. It I don't know. It really delivers on the nostalgic feeling. And as a collector and a player, I'm loving everything about sorcery. So it's frustrating that the consumer confidence is being let down by something as silly as a deadline.
Yeah.
But then again, I understand it because it is frustrating to, look forward to something and then actually end up in a place where you don't know what is actually going to happen. And if you're going to get it in November, December, January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to agree with the protagonist's latest comment here. I think part of the problem was I think everybody was getting a sense that it was very quiet. We hadn't heard from the company. So everybody was starting to get worried and think, okay, what's happening? Are we getting another delay? And I think for me, what I really wanted to see, I wanted to see Eric, I wanted to see Simon, and I wanted to see them have a conversation about, look, guys, we are so sorry, but we want to be transparent with you. And we have some problems, but we're doing our best to fix them. But it is delayed. I wanted them as the team behind Sorcery to confirm it before it was leaked by a community member, because it's sort of like it just feels more comfortable, more safe that they already are out there. They're letting us know what's going on rather than having some speculation surface in the
Mm.
Discord. Because they can also handle the narrative. They can say, okay, look, this and this was going on. We know it's another delay and we're sorry about that. But I would have felt a lot more comfortable as a player, a consumer, and a content creator for Sorcery, like knowing that they are on top of it and they're doing their best right now.
Yeah, and also, it's basically just having damage control. And
Mm,
as a company, you need that. You need to be on top of things. You can't let have a community run the news. And I mean, we have seen that with the expectation of print runs, that
mm,
the community made up their own narrative about how much is printed, and already that frustrates some people. If they print too much, collectors become frustrated. If they print too little, players become frustrated. So they need to be on top of information like that. And it's frustrating to see that the information about the place actually came from LGSs sending messages out to their customers saying we can't deliver on time because we don't have the product. And people are like, what?
yeah.
The company has said nothing about that.
Absolutely. I think that's frustrating. I think it would have been a lot better just coming from them, and then they could explain it and they could just stay on top of the story and just actually know what's going on. I think that would be a lot better.
Look,
Um
people are finding people to play with in the chat. That's
Perfect.
excellent. That's perfect.
If we can facilitate a beta talk and get some people together and play, that's very cool.
Exactly. And also, I don't know if you guys know it, but um, we have the tabletop simulator, and there's an add-on for sorcery, and that actually works really well. We have played a lot of games with Josh from the Sorcery Gamblers Club, and he also has a really nice gameplay video where he played a
Mm,
game with Angerworm, and that's an excellent gameplay video. It's well paced, and
it's
there's a lot of
snappy.
information, and it's just some really interesting games that they played. And they played some pauper games, so even if you don't have all the banger cards yet, you might just be able to put together a pauper deck and actually play and have fun. And
Yeah.
thank you, protagonist.
Um Yeah, absolutely. I think that's fair, Josh. And that's also why I'm not trying to come down at them. I just really want them to focus on fixing the issues because they have
Mm,
immense potential, but I don't want them to like lose people because of something that can be fixed like logistics. So I really want to see them succeed because the game is great. And I'm still waiting. I'm not going anywhere. We're still committed to it and we really love the game. And I have to say, we really love the community. All you guys out there watching right now, we definitely love the community. People are nice. People are helping each other out, and it's been an awesome experience. And we really want to help the community stay kind and open and helpful. That's really been a great thing to experience.
definitely. Yeah. So I think that was our list. We had a talk about the delays. We have a talk about the dust, the promo cards, the curio cards, the new playmats, the clothing.
Yeah,
Um,
we need we
we
need.
haven't talked so much about the gameplay videos, and now we just talked on touched on the gameplay aspect
Hmm?
with Josh and Angerworm's video.
Yeah.
There's also a video of me playing Josh losing really badly.
So if you want
So
to see Jens lose quickly,
just
maybe
see me make a total ass of myself. Just 1 hour of slap down humiliation. But that might be a king for somebody out there.
no king shaming, no
No
king
king
shaming.
shaming.
No, but I think that we are getting a lot of content right now. They're like bombarding us with content about the pre-con decks, and I think it's really great because you do want a lot of different videos out there for new people to watch, especially new players coming into the game. And I do want to say I think the dust rewards are awesome and the beta pre-cons are awesome. This is maybe the most affordable way to get into a game, get 4 decks, get playing,
Hmm.
and just decide if you want to upgrade from there. Um, I would say that I think the videos could be coordinated better. There's been at least the first day there were 2 videos at the same time. So if the community sort of all wanted to band together to support that content creator, it wasn't really a possibility. You had to be like one place or the other. Fallout Cup. So and I think maybe I feel like okay, that's a lot of videos on just the beta precons in one week. I'm getting like, I think I'm there yet. So I think we're just personally, we have the beta precon. Sorcery was really cool to send them to us so we can do some early preview videos. But
Yeah, but it's not that early. We got
yeah,
slotted in last, and we're not allowed to, reveal anything until the 10th, which is kind of a bummer because everything has been revealed at this point.
indeed, but I do hope that our video, because it's short, will be something that people decide to just click on and just check out, because it's not a big commitment to just watch 5 minutes versus some of the other videos which are very thorough and methodical and definitely a great inblick. Oh my God, that was
That's an
Danish
inblick.
and English. A great way to just check out the gameplay, but they are very long. So if you're a new player, that might not be the first one you watch. But I do think I would love to see more, maybe a Q&A with Eric. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some more different content. And we will be doing a content video on Curios this weekend. We just want to get to release date, and then we can start discussing all those awesome Curios.
Josh also asked in the comment section if they showed the rewards for Dust on their website. I've only seen
Yeah,
it
they
on
did.
the
They
Discord.
did. No, it is. I actually made a note of it somewhere here. Let me just check it out. Oh, sorry. That might have hurt somebody's ears. Yes, the DOS rewards are on the November 5th announcement on the webpage. So it is actually on the why am I trying to say original? No, like the official webpage. It's on there. Uh, what are we saying here? Take your time. I'll watch. Thank you, Megas. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Thank
we
you.
were actually trying to. The reason it's short is because we know that people are not. If you're totally new, this might be the first video click on. We wanted to do something that was very brief and just gave you a quick overview, and hopefully were kind of entertaining and upbeat. And then we're going to sort of like expand with a couple of upgrade videos where we do like $25. Which card could you put in to make it even better?
Yeah. The official embargo video is only for content creators. And I also think that Rudy might have gotten, a little raised finger or something because he
Yeah,
sent out too early. But I'm not certain that Rudy was aware that he sent out too early.
I have no idea.
No,
I'm not
I don't
even
know what's going
there.
on anymore.
No. I think if you have your stuff, that is what it is. But we have
Yeah.
the stuff directly from Simon and Chase. Were kind enough to send us the beta precons, and we have understanding that our video won't go live until the actual release date. Hey, Kevmo. We were just singing your praises earlier and letting people know that they should definitely go join your Discord, your new Discord, and listen to the podcast.
All things consistent realm.
Exactly. Stay contested. You actually had to do work with your job. That sounds horrible.
Disgusting.
Absolutely.
So you have to do work as a content creator and have real work.
Yeah.
It's hard.
You kind of have to. Indeed, people. So, people, I think we're about to wrap up, but do let us know in the comment section. Is there anything that you want to just maybe chat about? We are here and would love to chat for a while. Don't delete the longer videos. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but it wasn't as good as we would like.
No, and we
would
hadn't
have liked it to
uploaded it
be.
to YouTube. The long video was just, we figured out we I'm not trying to offend anyone, but we had like done a top-down video where you just watch the cards, and we watched it ourselves. I was sitting there editing it, and it was just, I'm sorry, I'm going to curse
It was
now.
too long.
It was shitty. It was boring.
It wasn't
not.
shitty. It was just too long.
It was too long, but it was also not very interesting.
Yeah.
So we tried to do something different with it, and I think we end up just, it was cooler with the new video. I like the pace of it more. So pretty happy with that. Yes, Megas of the Packs. That is an awesome podcast. We enjoyed a lot. I have listened to every episode on my way to work so far. Do you know how many boxes we are getting? Maybe
Nope.
none? I don't know.
Well, I think we are pretty certain that we're going to get one because a
We're
very
going to
nice
get one.
member of our Discord offered to send us one from the US.
Yeah.
Um,
He is getting one from Team Covenant, and that was maybe the only place you could be sure to get your boxes on time, even a little earlier.
yeah, I think we have ordered 6 beta boxes from 3 different LGSs. So let's
Yeah.
see.
We're trying to spread it out a bit in the hopes that we will actually get both a promo card and just maybe some boxes because unfortunately, especially in Europe, we have a problem with people actually just selling off the LGSs, sell off the promo on eBay instead of handing them out like they're supposed to. So we thought, okay, if we order like 3 different places, maybe we get lucky and get some of it. If we get all of it, cool. But I'm kind of half expecting at least one of them to cancel. Yeah, we'll see like that. Oh, careful, you're getting your Team Covenant order today. Congrats, man. That's very cool. Regular copies are in the boosters. I've heard that as well, but I have not seen it. So maybe
So
someone
regular
else.
copies of the new avatars, or
Yeah, the new ones.
okay.
I think so.
I
But
think that would be fitting. I think it would be weird if they would be really rare, depending on how many precons are out there, if they only come in foil.
yeah.
You know, just like the original avatars from the alpha precon decks that have become immensely hard to get because you can only get them in foil or as part of the precons, and many of the alpha precons have not been opened because the prices just skyrocketed.
Yeah, but I also think the part that you have some more pauper options, if they are classified as just ordinary, then you get to have some more besides the sorcerer to play as a pauper. But Garden Wizard, you're saying like maybe in the token slot. I think I heard somebody else say that as well. So I think, and Amroth, yeah, definitely. I think in Europe we're pretty used to getting burned on the promo cards. So I think anything that you can do to make sure that you have like additional orders, hopefully makes sure that you're actually going to get some of those promos.
Definitely.
So any last questions? Just love to hang out for like 5 more minutes and then we are
Off to bed.
off to bed because we
Off
are
to work.
off to work tomorrow. Apparently, you do have to work as a content creator.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Sucks. Yeah, they are there to find cool.
Ooh, great. I think that's good because they have been spotted now, right? All of them.
Yeah. They are
okay,
all spoiled.
so I can
You
talk.
can talk.
Yeah, I think the new avatars are really cool. I think they have some unique abilities to all of them, and I think they have some really distinct play styles, and I'm looking really much forward to trying them all, especially the flame caller. I think.
Yeah, I was also getting
I'm already having deck building ideas, and yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to like maybe take them out for a test run and just try it as is, and then we get to like upgrade. Maybe we should have like a video on like you getting $25, me getting $25, and then see how we end up with each our own upgraded deck, and then trying that out.
Yeah.
Ready to get wiped in another game?
Luck has not been on my side lately.
Yeah.
Also played a bit of Grimpath and got slapped around by a really nice player called Patrick. But yeah.
Not the best.
So it became like, yeah, cardboard god glory. How are you doing? I'm like, go away. Just go away.
Yeah, that was not great. Protagonist, that would be very cool. We do hope that we actually manage to get one because we have like 3 orders out, so maybe just get one. That would be really cool. No, Dirk, Bill, what is the price of the Rudy promo? I haven't checked it out. I know that someone made a trade for it that was pretty wild, but I haven't actually looked at the prices because I have been very busy hunting some different curio prices. Let us know down in the comment section in the chat. What are they going for right now? Grimpath is sick. Yeah, Garden Wizard for sure. It's a really cool game. David, who's making it, he's a really cool guy and he has a great mind for games, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and also Sorcery Gamblers job. Well, need to go to bed. Sorcery Gamblers Club. It's important with the pronunciation.
Yeah.
Also has a video where him and I actually played a game of Grimpath, and the creator David, he sort of ruled and
did some commentary.
At the video, and luckily the game was tight, so everybody escaped when they are intact.
Cool.
But yeah, you can go watch some gameplay there if you think Grimpath, what is that?
Yeah, but definitely. Otherwise, we have a couple of interviews on the channel with David, the creator, and they are going live on Kickstarter. So please, if you think you like something with a mix of TCG, wargaming, and roleplay, go to Kickstarter and make sure that you sign up because it is very cool and it's coming to Kickstarter in February. Okay, Dirk. 800 to 1,000.
That
Yeah,
seems
okay, man.
fair.
Yikes.
There's something, a bit cheeky about buying the package for $600 and then trying to sell one card for 1,000 afterwards.
But that's the beauty of
That's
Rudy's
capitalism. Yeah.
yeah, but also of the system. There's scarcity.
Mm,
You could only get it if you were a patron, and then you are allowed to charge whatever. But I mean, I don't know if they're selling for it or if they're just listed for it, because that's a big difference. I don't know if anybody sold anything yet at that price. Drip Tide, yeah, they are all just spoiled. I had just before we went on, I just saw like the Spark Mage. I didn't see that all of them were spoiled, but yeah, that's how it goes, I suppose.
yeah,
And also, it's kind of cool because maybe people already are like playing with brewing some decks and figuring out how to upgrade those precons. I think it's a great way, at least, to get into the game.
definitely. So should we round up so we
Yeah,
can
definitely.
get some much needed
So,
sleep?
everybody, thank you so much for joining. We actually do need to get some sleep before our regular day jobs. It has been really cool that you wanted to come, hang out, support us. And if you're interested in maybe just doing another live, do leave a comment down below the video and let us know what we should talk about in another live, because we do like doing these live streams. It's really cool. We get to connect with you, we get to hang out. And if you're interested in the curios, do join our Discord and you can see all the alpha curios and all the beta curios. And I highly encourage all of you, please do let me know. Tag me, I'm in all the Discords, or tag me on Facebook, and then I can sign up the new curios as we go along and as we find them. That I would really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you, and thank you for joining the stream. It has been really nice chatting with you, and even though we're of course disappointed about delays, we are all very enthusiastic about sorcery. So hopefully we're getting cards in hands really soon, and then we're going to get a lot of plays in.
Indeed. So everybody have a great night or a great day, depending on where you are in the world. And please remember to hit the like on the video. It really does help out a ton. Bye, guys.